Welcome back to the Garza Gaming Channel. Today we have some very time-sensitive information I need to put out on the Overwatch 2 beta. Before I do though, as y'all know, I am not one of those content creators that's going to clickbait you or try to string you along to get viewer time, right? So if you're watching this past April 27th, 12 p.m. Pacific time, then you already missed the boat and there's no need to watch this video any further, right? But if you're watching this before April 27th, 12 p.m. Pacific time, then stay tuned because I got some very important information that I need to put out. So without any further ado, let's get into it. Okay, so the Overwatch 2 beta goes live today, April 26th, and we got a lot of important information that's time sensitive to put out, so here we go, right? So as I said, today's April 26th, I'm filming this at 8:51 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Today at 2 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, Blizzard's going to start sending out emails to everybody that got accepted to join them in this beta that goes live today, right? So if you actually try to get into the beta, you try to opt in for that, keep an eye on your email because you can receive an email anytime starting at 2 o'clock Eastern Standard Time until the end of this actual beta, which I believe is going to be May 17th, but we'll get further into that here in a minute. This beta is only for PC players, right? So keep that in mind. Also, in order to actually be able to play Overwatch 2, you're going to have Overwatch 1 loaded on your system, right? But even if you don't own Overwatch 1, Blizzard's actually going to give a free trial of Overwatch throughout the time of this beta. So keep that in mind. So what you end up having to do is actually go to the Blizzard homepage and download the trial version of Overwatch if you don't already own a key for Overwatch. Again, this PvP beta test is going to start on April 26th at 11 a.m. Pacific Standard Time and is scheduled to run through May 17th. All right. So keep that in mind. And additionally, if you didn't get opt-in at the beginning of this beta, you might still find an email in your inbox sometime between April 26th and May 17th. So make sure that you keep watching that. But I'm going to tell you how to get guaranteed entry into this beta here in a second, right? Let's see what's going on here. Obviously, anything that you do in this beta is not going to carry over to the game once it goes live, right? So if you are lucky to get in on the beta, here are the specs on the system that you should be using as a minimum in order to take advantage of this game, right? So it says the minimum targeting is going to be 30 frames per second. You're going to have at least a Windows 7 operating system, which heck by now everybody should have. Your processor, an i3 or AMD Phantom 3 X3 or 8650 CPU. Video cards, NVIDIA GeForce GTX 600 series or greater, AMD Radeon 7000 series or greater. At least 6 gigabytes of RAM and at least 50 gigabytes of disk drive storage, right? Now that's the minimums. Now the recommended system that they're saying for this Overwatch 2 is going to be, and this is the target 60 frames per second, is going to be an operating system on Windows 10 or better. Intel Core i7 or AMD Ryzen 5 CPU, and NVIDIA GeForce GTX 1060 or better, and AMD R9 380 or better, at least 8 gigabytes of RAM, and of course 50 gigabytes of disk space for the optimal gameplay. All right, let's see what we got here. And if you're on a Mac PC, you're pretty much out there because you won't be able to take part in this beta. Now, check this out. For some reason, if you don't get an email today, April 26th, right, there is a guaranteed way that you can actually get opt-in to the beta so you can start taking advantage, after April 27th. On April 27th at 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, right, what they're going to end up doing is going to be opening up a watch window. So they're going to have a list of streamers that I'm going to have a link in the description of this video, a list of streamers that are going to be streaming Overwatch 2 with drops, right? So if you watch any of these streamers on April 27th, starting at 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time up to 6 p.m. Pacific Time, if you watch for at least 4 hours and get the drops, you're going to automatically get Overwatch 2 unlocked on your Blizzard account, right? Now, here's the caveat though. You have to be able to complete a 4-hour block in order to activate the Twitch drops, right? So if you miss it by 1 minute, you're not going to be able to claim the Twitch drops, and you're not going to be able to unlock the game. Now, I don't know if there's going to be a X number of people that are going to be able to get in this way. I know it's going to be 100% entry if you actually get the drops, but I don't know if they're going to have, a limited number of slots. So I would strongly recommend that you get in as soon as 10 a.m. Pacific time clicks over and start watching one of these streamers on the list. Now, keep in mind, this is going to only go for 8 hours. So if you miss, if you don't get in, start watching one of these streamers and start rolling drops within 12 a.m. Pacific time, then you might as well, unless you want to enjoy watching the time frame, you're going to be SOL, right? Because again, you need 4 hours. I can't stress that enough. You need at least 4 hours between 10 a.m. Pacific time to 6 p.m. Pacific time. Again, I'll put the list of the streamers that you can watch in the description of this video. I'm going to hyperlink this blog post so you guys can read over all the various different information and have the hyperlinks where you can just click one of these names and it'll take you right to their Twitch, right? Now, some other important information that I saw, please use this list with these hyperlinks, because I already saw they're having drama on actual Twitch where people that try watching a streamer that has drops on that are categorized in Overwatch 2 are not going to get the unlock. It's only going to be people that are categorized as Overwatch that are doing these drops. Something got jacked up, I don't know, but all I know is your safe bet, so you don't miss out and don't waste 4 hours of your life for nothing, is to use the hyperlinks on this blog. Now, just because you get in on today's or on this upcoming beta, I don't know if that means you're going to be in on future beta automatically, right? I would think that you would be able to get in on future betas for the simple fact that the game will be unlocked, or the testing version of this game will be unlocked on your Blizzard account. So this might be a good chance to get your foot in the door. Now, keep in mind, you only have to be streaming one of these streamers for 4 hours, right? So say you're on different parts of the world or you're going to be at work. Well, click on one of these guys' Twitch account and start streaming them and leave them live before you go to work, and just have your computer streaming while you're at work. It's not going to hurt you or anything. It's probably going to run a little bit of electricity, but most computers, that's nothing. It's pennies, right? Or if you're sleeping, go ahead and stream one of these guys and just turn off your monitor. So most computers can run programs in the background with their monitor turned off, right? Just food for thought. Or just play it on another monitor while you work and play other video games. You don't have to be in front of the screen watching these streamers if you don't need, or if you can't, right? If you don't want to. But as long as you have that stream going, you'll get credit for that. And then the most important thing is, once you meet that 4-hour criteria, go into your Twitch account and you have to claim those drops, right? Make sure you claim those drops. If you don't claim the drops, you're not going to get credit for it. But hey, man, that's pretty much it. Again, if you're watching this video after April 27th, at 12 a.m. Pacific time, then you already missed the boat, man. I'm telling you, if you don't get in on one of these streamers before April 27, 12 p.m. Pacific time, then you already missed the boat. But hey, man, make sure that you subscribe to our channel and turn on those notifications, because there's going to be other betas coming in the future. Again, this beta is only for PC players, but they should have upcoming console betas in the near future, right? So again, make sure you subscribe to the channel and turn on those notifications. Again, I'm Garza, your OG on the GC. See you next time.